I made a voice, you know, the big bad wave representing DJ Pressure. Felicia's Madcap. Felicia's Madcap. DJ Pressure. DJ Pressure, everything hot. DJ Pressure, everything hot. Pressure, pressure, pressure. DJ Pressure, everything hot. New music I play non-stop when Pressure I play exclusive I drop when Pressure I play she a shell down that beat. Can get one up fire blaze non-stop. Madcap turn up, the whole place rock. Madcap turn up, the whole place hero. You know Swerve representing for DJ Pressure.
Hey y'all, what's going on? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is your girl, DJ Pressure with Felicia's Madcap Podcast. Where making a difference can apply pressure. And I hope you guys see that today our special guest is Mr. EJ Rogers. How are you? I can't hear you. Maybe you have to go back out and get back in. Go back out and get back in. Okay, so today we have a comedian, you guys, and we're going to talk about all the endeavors that he has gotten into, whether if it's comedy with a lot of celebrity guests, celebrity people. But just know that this guy is making his way around town acting as a pimp, and he has a female that actually plays as a prostitute in his comedy skits. So we will actually get to know him on a much better scale today. Y'all just make sure y'all stay tuned while he gets right back in. We'll be right back. Okay, how about that? Yeah, we can hear you. Okay, yes.
We good.
Okay, so did you get an opportunity to share?
Yeah, I did. I went off and went and shared live.
Okay, introduce yourself to the people.
I'm comedian EJ Rogers, straight from Augusta, Georgia. I've been doing comedy about 6 years. I've been rapping for over 15 years, and I'm an all-around entertainer. Just coming up. You know what I'm saying? Making a little noise here and there.
So just so if you guys are not familiar with him, let me show you a little clip of just who Mr. EJ Rogers is. Uh-oh.
Collar Sharp Payment Slim, I'm bored. Can you give me something to do?
All right, I got this song that I'm working on. Now I want you to try to sing on it.
Okay.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when my pockets on the diet and they slim. For my caravan gas money spent, we'll have a whole bunch of bitches jumping ship.
Hold on, ain't that from Hustle and Flow?
Hell no, ain't no Hustle and Flow.
Okay.
Let's know that for me.
Okay.
Try that out.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when my pockets.
Push that shit out.
Okay.
Come on.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when my pocket's on the diet. What? Did I fuck up?
Well, if y'all are anything like me, you know I absolutely love when we got a great skit. Okay, so EJ, tell us a little bit about, when, first of all, let's talk about you.
Hmm.
We talked about where you're from. Tell me a
Hmm.
little bit about you growing up, what schools you went to, and how were
Hmm.
you coming up?
Um, I'm an eighth grade dropout. I just want to get that out of the way first. Eighth grade dropout. Um, Growing up, I always been a class clown, or I always been entertaining. As far as like, the kid that they call the come dance at the barbecue.
Yeah.
I was that kid. I was that kid. Anybody to make laugh and everything like that. And yeah, that's who I was. Just been entertaining my whole life. Just always, finding a way to make somebody laugh or finding a way to brighten somebody's spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so a lot of comedians I know,
Hmm.
when they talk about being the one life of the party, or the life of the family,
Yeah.
that comedy also come from some pain.
Yeah.
Do yours operate that way? Okay, tell us, do you mind sharing with us exactly how you decided to turn to being a comedian?
Okay, honestly, I was a rapper in the beginning. I was a
Uh-huh.
rapper, and I was focused on my music career. And then
Uh-huh.
I was writing lyrics. In the beginning, I was writing lyrics that I wasn't really living. You know what I'm saying? I caught myself trying to be a stepper. I had I wrote a line that I said, Sprite purple light, Barney in it, right? And the rapper that I had featured on the song with, he took it serious and he told me, "Hey, cuz, I forgot to get that lean for you." Oh no, I don't. I don't do that. So, so right,
Hold on,
right.
hold on. I felt the Kevin Hart come out of you at that moment. He's like, oh no, no,
No,
no,
no, for
no.
real. No, no, I don't do drugs, man. I don't do that. That was just a song. I thought we were just rapping, but they were taking that
Yeah.
shit serious. But I on the other side, I started rapping about things that was really, what I'm saying, authentic to who I am. And on the other side of things, I was really just hell bent on being a rapper because I've been some places. I went to Atlanta. I was on Say Cheese TV. I was on DJ Smalls. I was making some
Uh-huh.
noise. I was on the radio,
Uh-huh.
all that. And but you got to have money to be a rapper. You got to have some real deal money, and you got to have the connections and networking and stuff like that. And but the whole time I had family members telling me, "Hey man, rapping ain't your thing. You make music good, but comedy is really your thing because that's who you is. That's what I'm saying. It just naturally come out of you." And it took a while. It took a while, and
Mhm.
then there was a contest down here in Augusta. It was an open mic, and it was like, man, just go up there. And when I got on stage, I was making people laugh and just freestyling stuff off my head. And from there, that was like 6 years ago. And from there, I just kept going. And from there, I
Okay.
made more moves. I made more moves doing comedy than I was doing music.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
So, talking about you coming up, and although we talked about you being an eighth grade dropout,
dropout. Yeah.
what school exactly did you go to?
I went to so many schools. I moved around a lot because
Uh-huh.
financial problems. My mom and them ain't really have it like
Yeah.
that. So I went to so many schools. I jumped around a lot. That's how so many people know me. I was down here in a school named Murphy. That was the last school I went to, and they was about to skip me to the next grade. But the principal had looked at my paperwork and he laughed in my face and said, "Nah, you're going back." And from there, he just, I dropped
Look,
out of eighth grade.
look, it's the fact that you said they was about to skip me. Like, cause
Yeah,
I almost had it. I was almost there.
they sent me back. They sent me back. The principal laughed in my
It's
face.
something about that. It's something about that setback that kind of just
Yeah,
messed you up. You was like,
yeah,
no, cause I ain't starting over.
yeah, yeah. And I just left. And then I went to a school, Augusta Tech. And then after Augusta Tech, I went to Youth Challenge Academy, and that's where I
Uh,
got my GED at. It's a
okay.
spot at Fort Stewart. It's a military school.
But you know what?
Uh,
I was a high school dropout. I
Yeah,
made it to the 11th grade. And then I dropped out of school.
yeah.
And I also went through going around because I was a foster kid. So what people
Mhm.
got to understand is that I went back and got my GED at 20.
Hmm.
So just because you drop out of school
That don't mean, yeah.
that don't mean life is end all for you. You just have
Or
to
you
try
you can
to
count me
count.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me go a different route. So um tell me a little bit about coming up as a kid and trying to get into rapping. Why did you feel like it was so important for you to put on this persona? And
Mhm.
what age did you actually start rapping?
I started doing it when I was like 15 years old, and
Mm,
that's when I got introduced to camouflage. Here
mm,
rapping in Savannah, and my mama ended up marrying a guy from Savannah, and his son ended up teaching me how to rap, and he was just telling me like, man, all you gotta do is just put the words together like it's a poem, and that was real. It came real easy to me, and in class, that's all I would write all day, and that's the reason why I got killed back in 8th grade because I found the grade I like it. I was like, I'm just cool here. I was just writing my rhymes in class.
mm,
And from there I was around a lot of games too. So I
mm.
ain't have no choice but to fake it till I make it because it was people that was really gang members and I was hanging with them all the time and that's where it came from. That's when I stayed in Jacksonville, Florida. And then when I moved back, that's when, it increased a little bit more and the more and more street stuff I tried to do, the more it would fall down in my face, like the
Yeah.
first day
Okay,
type of
so
thing.
tell me, being in that life and trying to be somebody, because you could be saving a child right now, because we got a lot of kids
Yeah,
they're putting on that persona like they bout that life and
really,
they get
really.
hurt. Yeah.
Don't.
So tell me, as a grown man reflecting back on that child that you were,
Mm,
trying to be this person that you weren't,
mm,
what would you look back and tell yourself right now, knowing what you know?
don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Cause I say the first day I tried to be a gang member, I got robbed that same day with a blank gun. I
Wow.
couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if it was real or not. All I know, the dude shot it, and it was a bunch of smoke that went up in the air. So that day,
Like
it
that.
really, it was a blank gun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a blank
Laughing
gun.
at your situation.
Don't-
He said, I didn't know if it was real or not. He just shot it and smoke
He,
went everywhere.
he robbed me. He robbed me for some Chinese chicken. I had this bad. Listen, I was going. Listen, it was hot and fresh too. It was like sesame chicken with some ham fried rice, and they smothered it with the gravy stuff. Man, I was so
Wow.
excited. And then the dude had pulled us to the side. He was talking to me and one of the other dudes I was with. He was like, "Yeah, man, y'all from around here?" So you know, something's clicking in the back of my brain to that old school saying, "You don't talk to strangers." And this
Hmm.
dude, he was just trying to prove himself so much. And next thing I know, we getting a gun pulled on us. They was like, "Hey man, walk with us to the store." We walk, and this thing you know, this is broad daylight, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Cars driving by. God intended that to happen to me. Cars was driving by and everything. Nobody thought nothing. And he was like, "What you got in that bag?" I said, "That chicken." He said, "What?" I said, "That chicken."
I can't even take you serious right now.
I'm serious. It's the truth. It's the truth. Listen, anything that I say, I can listen. I tell the truth. This is my real life story. I
It's
can't
how
make
you
that.
saying it, EJ. It's how
Listen,
you say it. That man
that
said that
man,
chicken. Like,
that
what you got in
chicken,
that bag? That
that
chicken.
chicken, yeah.
Like, you want
And
this
then,
ish right here. It's
yeah,
that chicken.
man,
So
that man said, if you lie to me, I'm gonna hit you in your face. I said, I ain't lying. He asked me how much I had in my pockets, all type of junk. Yeah,
it was
and they
just
robbed
that
us right there.
serious.
Yeah.
And this happened in Florida.
No, this happened in
No,
Augusta, Georgia,
in
in
Augusta.
Southgate
Okay.
Plaza. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, jeez. That chicken was some really good chicken.
Listen, man, that
So
man took it, enjoyed it. You can have it, sir.
yeah, messed up your day though. So at that point, what did you realize about yourself? Like what was in your
Uh,
environment?
I ain't about it. I'm not about fighting, altercation. I ain't about none of that. I press
Yeah.
charge.
Tell me, what was your worst experience, outside
Um,
of outside of that? Because do you have an experience that actually hit home way harder than that?
um, no, not really. I really, that's what I'm saying. I really didn't involve myself into that type of street life like that after that
Mhm.
point, after I got robbed. I learned that's what I'm saying. I learned that at a young age. So when
Yeah,
as
yeah.
I was growing up, I was acting as an adult or moving like an adult because I was already out of school. I was mainly working and making money and spending my money on clothes and being around a lot of females. That's all I did really. I
Well,
didn't live.
y'all, we're gonna okay. Well, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back, y'all. Y'all stay tuned right here with your
Stay
girl
tuned.
DJ Pressure and comedian EJ Rogers.
Everybody, yours truly, James Brown. I'm rocking with my boy EJ at the Comedy Club. Y'all check him out. He's very funny. When he comes to your town, please get a ticket. Watch out there now.
Mm.
Okay, y'all, we are back, and I am your host, DJ Pressure.
Hold on.
This is Felicia's Mad Cow Podcast. We're making a difference. Can apply pressure. Make sure you guys are tapping in on all social media platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pandora, Spotify, Roku TV. It's everywhere, y'all. Just make sure you're sharing it and make sure you're supporting all the guests that come on board. So, we have Mr. EJ Rogers, and
Hmm.
we're talking about his first encounter as a kid in Augusta, Georgia, where he was robbed with a fake gun for his chicken at the plaza. So, so we talked about you getting into rap and it didn't work out. So comedy.
Hmm.
So how from grabbing the mic and doing a freestyle comedy change your life from there? Where did your comedy career start to take off to?
Um, a year later, I say I ran into another comedian. Her name was Cookie Hall. She did shows with Cat Williams, Snoop Dogg, Bad Girls, a comedy, and she we ended up talking. And she was like, "You should go on the road." But our first encounter, it wasn't friendly because when you first coming up, you think you know it all. And I was
Mm-hmm.
sitting in the bar. I was sitting in the bar that she was doing comedy at, and I'm looking around. It ain't nobody in there, right? I say there's about three people in there, me
Uh,
and a couple, and then you had the bartender that was in there. So I'm watching, and she's on stage, she's performing, and
uh,
I'm like, who you is? You a comedian? She said, I'm Cookie Hall. She said, yeah, I'm a comedian. She said, well, who are you? I said, I'm EJ Rogers. I do comedy too. She said, oh yeah? I said, yeah. She said, okay, well, come up here on the stage. And when you got a lot of pride, you got to show somebody something.
mm-hmm.
So I get on stage. She said, hold on real quick. She went and got everybody from the back. She went and got everybody from the back. She said, all right, come on, y'all. He's gonna make us laugh. She said, go. I'm up there looking stupid. I'm up there just saying any and everything, and nobody laughed about nothing. And this at the time I was going as my stage name was Foolish
Yeah.
at the
Okay.
beginning because my rap name was Foolish. I was like, okay, I'm gonna use it for both. Use it for comedy and music. So when
Uh-huh.
they look up the word foolish or they look up the entertainer foolish or whatever, then but all
There.
my comedy and my music. That's what I was thinking. And being that she's an OG in the game and she know a lot of comedians, after she got on stage, she said, man, just keep going. And she said, hey, you need to change your name because it's a comedian already named Foolish. Now, throughout the years of me growing up, I've always watched Comic View, and it's some people that I've seen and some people that I miss.
Uh-huh.
So when she first took me to the carnival, it was a comedy awards. They was gifted, I think Lunel or George Wallace. It was one of them, and all the comedians was there. And when I met all of them, and I introduced myself as Foolish,
Uh-huh.
everybody told me from Bruce, Rodney Perry. They said, "Hey man, you need to change your name." And from there, that's how I got the name comedian EJ Rogers. I just used my regular name.
Yeah.
And throughout the years, throughout the time, she ended up taking me to the Atlanta Comedy Theater. I did Detroit, I did Houston, Arlington, Texas, and
Okay.
from there, that's when I say my comedy started take off. And I done been in a couple skits. I done did a couple. I done went viral a couple times, and like I said, comedy really went better than my music career.
So, when you look back at the people that you encountered, what would you say was some meaningful lessons that they gave you, alongside with changing your name about the game of comedy?
Yeah, because in comedy, using somebody else's name, that's like slapping their mama.
I know, but I wanted to know, like, what other tips did they give you as a comedian coming into a newbie coming into the comedian world about how to be successful?
um, Mainly stand on the stage.
Uh
Stand on the
huh.
stage. In the beginning, I didn't know what that mean because like I said, when you first doing something, you think you know it all. You think you able to overcome, and you think about that overnight success,
Uh
and
huh.
that's something that I was like, okay, yeah, it's gonna happen for me. This easy. But then when you got on stage and you bomb, you gotta bomb a couple times. You really got to. Uh, did it freeze? Oh, okay, okay. My bad.
No.
You got to bomb a couple times. You Every night is not gonna be perfect. Sometimes there's gonna be 5 people in the room. Sometimes there's gonna be 20 people in the room. You never know, and it's so many loops and it's so many loops and turns that you go through doing comedy, and you really have to learn the stage. You really have to come up with a set. You have to remember jokes. You got to know what a punchline is. It's so much
Yeah.
that you have to learn, and that's the main thing that they told me that I have to work on throughout my whole comedy career until I reach the point of stardom.
So, how long do you think it took before you actually caught on to the method?
Um, Really, I say this year because I used to go on stage and freestyle all my
Uh,
material. I had certain jokes here and there, but I really started once I started headlining and doing my own shows. That's when it was like, okay, I need a set now because I can't keep getting recorded and I'm only going up there freestyling and it's not working.
right.
Yeah.
So, what would you say kind of was the highlight of your comedian career?
Um, I honestly say the show that I did recently, it was March 8th. That was the
Hmm.
one that I headlined. And like the video that you just showed, J. Anthony Brown, Cookie Hall had brought J. Anthony Brown down. And I felt real good about this show because in the other show, I'd be nervous or sometimes your people there, sometimes your people ain't there. All my people was there. A lot of people came out to the city to show support and show that they, what I'm saying, care about my career or they support me. And that was the highlight of it. It's like, okay, I'm really a comedian now.
Well,
So
what I noticed is that there's a lot of comedians in Augusta, Georgia. We
hmm
got Miss LaQuanda, Trail that plays LaQuanda. We got Gabe. Well, they're more like social media um influencers. We got Gabe, we got Jolie, we got West Love, who is the Southern Soul artist in Augusta, Georgia. Have you connected with Miss West Love?
um I think they in the South Carolina region because it's in Augusta. It ain't really too many comedians here or that's
No, she's
from
not
the.
a comedian. She's a singer.
No, no,
She's
no.
a
No, just in general. Like I know she a Southern Soul singer. I did a show with her in Athens. I
okay.
want to say Athens, Georgia. But other than that, it's I say I'm sorry about that. It's a
You okay?
handful of comedians here. That will stand here or do comedy here. One of them is named Cedric, EJ Mack, and because our city, it really don't have no that many um comedy spots here. It's
And
not
it's
really.
okay. We don't really even have to focus on them. I just kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to
yeah.
people that I kind of knew that I did interviews with on my platform.
Oh, okay.
But what I do want to talk about is going back to knowing you personally. You're a father, right?
Yes, of eight
8
kids.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
Let's discuss that. Okay. So how early did you become a father?
Oh, when I was I want to say 21. When I was
21.
when I turned 21.
And how old are you now?
33.
Okay. So that's almost every year after being 21, you had a baby on board.
Yep, yep,
So
yep.
you're a proud father. Let's talk about that. How many boys? How many girls? Their ages?
6 boys, 2 girls. Their ages
Wow.
go from 12, 11, 8, 8, 6, 5, 4. And I got a little boy, he finna turn 1.
So is the 8 twins?
No, they was born in the same year.
Okay. Okay, two different baby mamas. Okay, I get it. So
Yeah.
you was that guy.
I ain't gonna say all that, but yeah, you can say that,
So
Yeah.
let's talk about your parents. Are your parents together, separated?
No, they split up when I was real young. When I was like,
Okay.
I want to say about 11. When I was at least
Okay, let's shout
11,
out your mom and dad.
yeah, my mom and dad. Shout out, yeah. My mama,
Names. We need names.
shout my mama Lisa Smith and my daddy named Edward Rogers. And see,
Okay.
I made my own name up, EJ Rogers, because people used to call me Mr. Rogers neighborhood when I was they traumatized me with that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come up with a cool name. So I
Yeah.
named myself EJ. Okay, that's hard. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay. So how many siblings do you have?
Two. What? No,
Bru-
two and a half. Yeah, two and a half. I got a half brother.
Did,
What?
did you really just do that?
Two and a
That's
half.
that's That's how you know you black.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be honest with
Yeah.
you, because
Yeah.
we the only ones that do the half. When it's
Yeah.
really you got three siblings. Okay, whether you want to do half or not, you got three
Yeah.
siblings. Y'all
But
related.
that's us. That's us. Yeah. That's what it is.
So let's talk about it. Two brothers or two sisters? Which one?
Two brothers. Two brothers.
And one
Yeah.
sister.
Man.
Okay,
My
what do you
mama
call
had.
it?
I'm the oldest. My mama had all boys. So
Okay,
I was the oldest, so I took more of a leadership role.
so the sister is the half.
No. I don't have a sister. I don't have a sister.
Okay, hold on. You said you got two and a half.
My daddy ended up getting married and he had a child.
I
So
know, but you said you have two and a half siblings. So that
yeah,
means
I got two brothers, Monte and
two
Rico,
brothers,
and then my other brother.
sister.
He
Your
had
other
I
brother.
don't have a sister. I don't have a sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah.
bad. My bad.
Oh, you good? You good? You good?
Okay. Okay. All boys. Okay. So
Hmm.
what's your relationship like with your mom?
It's strong. It's better
Yeah,
than
you a mama's boy?
no. I always
Okay.
been different. I always been different when it came to it. Like I say this, me and my mama, we so much we're alike. So you know how those relationships are. Like when you just
Hmm.
like your parent, I'm literally a spitting image of my mama. Like my mama was very creative. She's been catering since I was a child.
Uh-huh.
She like my whole family, my whole inner circle family is very talented. Like it's
Yeah.
welders, TDL drivers, barbers, um, decorators, what else? HVAC. It's just my whole family is like that. So when it came to my mama, me and my mama, we bumped heads from time to time as I was growing up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah,
I get it. I was like that
yeah,
with my dad. We look just alike. We are just alike. And I'm a
yeah. We the
Gemini. He a
same
Cancer.
person. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, what's your relationship like with your dad?
Oh, it's straight. It's straight. We
You know what that?
my
Hold on.
no my daddy. I said it. Hold on. I said this about my daddy. Me and my daddy. We always me and my daddy, we cool as I don't know what. It's more like we a friendship more than he my daddy, more than
Yeah.
anything. So I always, when I was younger, I always used to tell my mama, and see, this is what me and my mama were butt heads at, because I used to tell all the time, I'm gonna stay at my daddy, like when they was split up and stuff like that. But in my
Yeah.
head, I was just doing that to try to get them back together, because when you a young kid, you try to, mend things
Manipulate
together.
them.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it ain't work. It ain't work.
That's how it is, y'all. But
Yeah.
I tell you one thing, we're gonna take our 30-minute break, y'all. We're gonna play one of his videos and we're gonna be right back.
Damn, look at that. Them two was arguing like a motherfucker last night. She had told him to get this shit and get the hell out. Hey there, put anything in here. You know Cletus. Cletus know every damn body. Supposed to be cooking some chicken later. I'm making some cornbread, collard greens, fried chicken, some red Kool-Aid. I don't mind you come over here. I got Netflix, Hulu, what they call it, HBO Maximum. I ain't putting it out there like that, but if you receive it, you know what I'm saying, run it back to me. You got my heart hurt. Ah. He hits me. I can watch that boy creep over there every now and then. He mess with that gal over there in that bitch. Up there playing both of them like a film. Nobody used to do that back in my day. They call him the kettle black. When the black already kettle. Right on up in here. I'm gonna put my music on, get me a drink, I'm gonna kick back. Got me a good night.
Okay, guys, I am back and I am your girl, DJ Pressure. This is Felicia's Madcap Podcast. We're making a difference, can apply pressure. Make sure you guys are tapping in on all social media platforms. So we have Mr. Comedian EJ Rogers. And let's just talk about the fact that you have several characters that you play. Let's talk about the different characters.
Yeah. Okay. My character Uncle Elson. I gave him the name. I gave him the name because I got an uncle named I think his name Elton or Elson. You know how black people enunciate certain letters, and you have,
Uh-huh.
and my cousin Yancey. That's his dad name. So
Mm.
just one day I had some glasses on and I started doing the voice out of nowhere, and I was like, this how old people take this how older people read their text messages, and people online they was like laughing at it. So I was like, okay. So it took me a while to build it, build that character because I was wearing clothes, old clothes. I was walking around like I was limping. I went into a barbershop. My uncle, the barbershop my uncle worked at. I went in there and was acting like the character, and didn't nobody know me. I was like, okay, I can get away with it. So then I went to Walmart and I went live, and I was aggravating my wife as she was shopping and just saying stuff, and people was laughing. I was like, okay, and I started building more and more on the character, and I just started doing skits with it. College Shirt Pippi Slim. I just came up with that recently, but I've been
Uh-huh.
had that name because I was like, oh, I want to do a pimp character because the '70s. That's my type of stuff, like knowing about the Temptations and all them.
Yeah.
The haircut, fire heartbeats, the Temptations. That was my type of thing as I was growing up because that's all I watched because I ain't had cable. So
Uh-huh.
I was like, boy, if I was born in the '70s, that's my, like I said, that's my thing. And I had the name, and I ended up buying the wig from Party City. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just use this for my skits. Then when I
Uh-huh.
did it with the bandana, I was like, hey, this real player like. So I was like, okay. And just one day I hit up my homegirl, Ash, shout out to Ash Williams. I hit up my homegirl. We had been talked about, been working, and we just came up with the skit. And from there,
She is so good at what she do.
yeah,
Her
yeah, she is.
her
And
voice and the fact that she's so beautiful and
her look,
she played this little dumb prostitute. It
yeah.
what really get and
she but it's baby fire. Like it's her eyes that the eyes look like she wanna learn. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, shout out my own girl Ash.
and not only that, she loves wearing the leopard print.
The leopard
Like,
print. Yeah.
girl, that's what got their attention back. Like, y'all got
Back
the
in the day,
whole dress code down pat.
yeah.
So what's your goals as far as pushing your skits? What's
Mm.
the ultimate goal?
The ultimate goal is to be the second best entertainer that came from Augusta, Georgia. I know a lot of people will be like, "Well, why you worrying about the city?" But at the same time, it's like James Brown. He was the first best entertainer that ever hit the stage or that ever represented our city. And like that's the goal that I really want to reach because he was an entertainer. I entertain as far as like music, comedy, acting. I'm in a couple of Tubi movies. It's just that's my main that's my main goal. And I'm coming out with a movie right now. Um, as far as my skits, I'm trying to find that one that I already done went viral, but I just want to stay consistent as far as like staying on people's timelines, staying on people on Instagram, IG, and TikTok. I said IG two times. Don't. I
You
said
you good.
IG.
That
Yeah.
word consistent. Actually, I had someone yesterday to tell me that they love my me being consistent.
Yeah.
And so I had to take a pause because I do notice. Thank you so much, Crawford, for tapping in. But I do business advertisement and other things separate. I try to handle that a little different. But let's get back to the interview.
No, no,
um,
hold on. Did you say Crawford? Who? Well, who had commented? Because I can't see it.
Solana,
Selena. Okay, Selena.
Selena.
Selena. Yeah, that
Okay.
she part of my management. Selena
Oh,
Crawford.
okay, good.
She
Because
was
I
she
was
was
like,
Joker
hold
comedy. Nah.
on. Okay,
Joker
Selena.
Joker comedy. Joker's comedy on the move. They the ones who put most of my shows together and invest into me.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that
yeah.
shout out to
Shout out to
Miss
Joker's
Here.
comedy on the move.
All
Joker's
right,
comedy on the move.
that's JCGT Entertainment, and she said, AKA Joker's Comedy on the Move, checking
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Okay, because I do have those people that try to
That
slide
try to
in
get you to promote them on the slick slide. Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
somebody else's interview. Yeah. So,
yeah,
Selena, shout out. So,
yeah.
um, what I do want to talk about is all the things that you're doing to kind of stay positive and kind of, do you have any affirmations you give yourself as a male on how to keep pushing, how to, stay focused? Tell us a little bit about your support system and stuff like
I,
that.
honestly, I've seen clips on Instagram and I've been talked with certain people about affirmations, but I was always taught to never give up, it was instilled into me to never settle for anything, and I feel like that's where my drive comes from because I always tell this story. I done told this story a couple of times, but I remember I was working at Wendy's down here in Augusta, Georgia. I was like, I want to say about 17 or 18. No. I was like 19, 18, 19 in that region, right? And
Mm,
I was so happy that I was working at Wendy's. I was real happy. I was bragging about it. And I ended up getting a job at a car wash. It was named Top Notch. Now, my uncle, he always instilled in me to always strive to be better. And I went to him, I was bragging. I was like, yeah, I got two jobs. I'm making money. He was like, look, man, I'm going to tell you this. Never settle for just that because you were not saying anything wrong with it. But he
right.
was saying never settle for that because if you accept that, then you accept anything mediocre. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So therefore, it was like with that, I just knew to never give up, no matter what's going on in your life, because there's so much stuff that can happen, good and bad.
mhm.
Sometimes you got to know how to maneuver. Because I done had plenty bad stuff happen to me, but each and every time I just find a way to stand up tall.
Okay. So, what do you feel like is your biggest challenges?
Doing, staying on this path that I'm on now, carrying the weight that I got on my shoulders, as far as like my kids, my wife. I have a child that his mother's not here. It's a lot that come with that, just in general. It's a lot that just it's a lot that come with it, just in general.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Are you spiritual or are you
I am.
religious? You're
Hmm.
spiritual? Okay,
I am a child
so
of God.
Yeah. And how important is that practice for you as far as being a child of God?
That's very important. That's very important because without God, nothing is possible.
Now, are you type of person like you pray before every show? How active are you
I
in,
pray.
in
I
your
pray every day, regardless on if I got a show or not. It's
yeah,
just simple things because like in life we tend to forget the reason why we're here in the first place because you see
right,
social media, you see materialistic things that you want, but sometimes you don't need it because it's like you have to be grateful about just in waking up because you got somebody you have people that don't wake up, you have people that lost their eyesight, lost a limb,
right.
just simple things that matter. So that's what's being grateful is the most important thing because that's a part of life. I don't know
Well,
if I'm
you
talking.
guys. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said I don't know if I'm talking in circles or
Oh no, no, you good. Okay.
yeah.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna show your other video clip here, you guys, and thank you guys for staying tuned in with us.
Man, they in tonight, boy. We should have prayed those. Pray. Hey, let me get it. Damn, you fine as fuck. Oh yeah. Yeah. Where your girlfriend at? She I don't even give a fuck. You come with me.
So, looking at that clip, tell me
Uh-huh.
exactly, was that like more like a freestyle clip? Like you something just came to the top of your head?
No, because see that's the thing. I didn't mean to send that one, but that clip is it's how up north females are, or just in general. Like in today's society, the younger women they more aggressive. They have a lot of masculinity in them because of
Mhm.
they they feel like they got to be independent. Some women
Right.
choose to be independent, but yeah, in that clip, the girl Tia, she's from Philadelphia. So
Okay.
the way that she talked and the way that I just like, okay, come in on some aggressive stuff, and jacked up, and we just played the role out.
So, do you write your own skits or you have a team?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Everything that
Mhm.
I've done, I freestyled it,
Okay.
and that's I feel like that's my biggest issue because like if I work with somebody, they
Uh-huh.
can't see this, they can't see the skit. So
Right.
now I'm in the mode. I'm in the mode now of writing things down and being able to articulate how for them to act it out or whatever.
Now, we have this thing going around where it's like for all the people that's involved with like celebrity guests,
Mhm.
with this situation with P. Diddy and stuff like that, people sleeping to get their way up to the top. Have you encountered situations where people
Is Diddy hold up?
have you encountered situations where people was like, I can help you with,
No, no, hell no. I ain't running to that. I had a homegirl. I had a homegirl. She made a post about that. I was like, shoot, in the females that's, what I'm saying, like, what I'm saying. What I'm saying?
You asked me about that the other day.
Ain't nothing to break them off something real quick. Now I'm just playing, but no, I ain't running to that. I ain't running
Your
to that.
wife don't kick your butt. And let's talk
Yeah,
about your
she.
wife. Let's talk
Mm-hmm.
about y'all said your wife gonna kick your butt. I said let's talk about your wife.
Okay.
So what's your wife's name?
Um, her nickname is Coco. Coco.
Okay.
I call her
Okay.
Coco.
And is
Yeah.
she actually younger or older?
She younger than me. She younger than
Okay.
me.
So talking about your support system, how stable do your wife help you to stay focused with your career?
I say this, like she helped me a lot when it comes to like, if, say for instance, yesterday I shot to Atlanta to be in Desert Bank skit, but
Mhm.
things didn't go the way it's planned because they said we couldn't get on the field, so they told me to come back Monday. Now before I went, she told me, "Babe, why don't you just wait because being at this last minute, and like me, I'm chasing the dream."
Yeah.
And when I left, we didn't shoot the skit, and I called and told her. She was like, "Okay," but it's not like I told you so moment. She was like, "Baby, I told you should have just waited." And I was so let down because it was like I should have listened. I should
Yeah.
listen to her.
Yeah.
But she support me a lot and helped me out a lot because when I leave, she take on the kids. Like right now, like for instance, right now I'm on this interview. She ain't not working, and them kids are not making noise. So,
Yeah. I know how it
so
is.
hey, listen, she a soldier, man. For real, for real.
Okay, so what do you need from us? Or what do you need from people out there to support you? Tell them how they can follow you.
Follow me on Instagram. Everything is comedian EJ Rogers, but on IG is comedian EJ Rogers underscore. And
Now,
what you
is
about to
there
say?
some people? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, I was saying what you was about to say.
No, I was just gonna say, is there some comedians that you would like to really work with?
Hmm. Um, I want to open up. I want to open up for these comedians because I say I written down all the comedians that I want to work with, and Desi Banks was one of the comedians that I wanted to skit. I wanted to do. I had wrote it down. Hold on. Well, y'all can't see it, but yeah, I write it down in the book like 2024 goals, and
Yeah.
I write stuff down like that, and it eventually happened. Last year, I wrote down that I wanted to do a skit with Desi Banks, DC Young Fly, B Simone. I because I'm in their age bracket, so that's the reason
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
I want to work with those comedians. But it ended up happening later on that year. I ended up opening up for Moneybag Mafia in North Carolina.
So, what's some things that's really important for you to enable to be grounded as a comedian? Like, what's some things that like there's no negotiating, like when it comes to whether if it's pay or
Mhm.
what is it? That's some things that you really have to have in place to do a show.
Stay. I'm gonna answer the first question. Then I'm gonna the second
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Um, I want to be continuously booked, performing in different cities. That's the main thing I want to do. I just want to go on tour and be able to make a living off that. That way, I won't have to go back to work because working and being around celebrities, it kind of conflicts your mind. I don't know if that's
hmm
a word, but yeah, it confuses you because when you around a celebrity, he got millions of dollars, and you going back and listening to somebody named Benjamin, it kind of it kind of conflicts you, man. It kind of makes you feel
yeah,
like you can't talk to me like that. I'm a star.
yeah, uh-huh,
It kind
yeah,
of mess with your mind. And the main thing that I need to get on stage, I really don't because I'm not one of those comedians. I need to be intoxicated to get on stage. This is who I am. This ain't
yeah,
no side, so I don't need all the extra stuff. Now, when I'll say I have tried to drink before I went on stage. It didn't go good. I tried to smoke before
yeah,
I got on stage. It didn't go good because sometimes, like if you smoke before you get on stage, when you get on the mic is loud, and then you already talking to yourself in your head, and it increases. It's just like, hey, and then you hear echo in your head like, hey. It's like, okay, this ain't going good. I remember, I
no,
remember, I remember I did that a couple weeks ago. I got on stage, my mouth was so shuffled, I didn't know what to say. I was like, hell man, hey, we getting ready to bring up our next comedian. Make some noise.
you so silly.
Nah, for real, for real. I said, okay, I ain't gonna do that no more.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what's the ultimate goals for your family?
Um, I really want to just have my kids stay with me. Really,
Yeah,
my two oldest my two oldest sons. That's one of my main goals that I want to do. And I feel like I need to be financially stable as far as this, and on top of that, being able to move into a bigger house and what I mean, just be around them more. Teach them how to be a man, because that's my main goal. Because I don't want them to grow up looking at somebody else as a father figure and nothing like that. So
right.
that's one of my main goals. So.
Have you ever encountered any situations where, like, women, because you are a comedian, women kind of throw themselves at you?
Uh-huh.
Look,
Wait, wait, I'm listening. I'm listening. What you saying? What you saying?
Your pimp almost came out. Look,
You know
I
what I'm
started
saying?
scratching my shoulder like that lady up on Friday.
You
Where
know what I'm
she's
saying?
like,
Yeah,
go
man.
ahead.
So you say do ladies throw their stuff at me? I mean, all the
Yeah,
time. All the time. I mean, that's just in life without me being on the stage. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's just it's in me, not on me. You know what I'm saying? I was born this way. You know what I'm saying? I can't help it.
Now, do you and your wife have an understanding to where it doesn't affect you guys' relationship with what you do as a career choice?
Um, I honestly talked to her about all this stuff because
Yeah,
the reason why I say it's tough to be in her shoes because my my wife met me a certain type of way, and the regular marriage thing is so big that other people wouldn't understand it. But if you got to
right,
understanding with your lady, and she knew I was a ladies man when she met me. Not saying
right.
that it's okay for me to, you know what I'm saying,
Do
do what I do
yeah,
or flirtatious or anything like that. It's just she know it, but we go off of logic. I go off the
yeah.
real world. I don't go off the fairy tale. Oh, you only supposed to see me and only me. No, the fairy tale stuff. And that goes for me and her because she's a very attractive female. And I know other dudes will try to get at her or try to,
So, is that
vice
a way
versa.
of saying you guys have an open marriage?
It's not open. With the door open on my end, she just don't know it. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Look,
It's a
you
joke.
about to get yourself killed on camera.
I just listen. I joke like this all the time,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we
But
have the open
seriously,
conversation. We have open conversations about stuff like that because, like, when you say you're gonna be with somebody forever, you have to know what that means.
yeah,
You have to really know what forever means. One day she might cheat on me. One day I
yeah,
might cheat on her. I go for the worst thing. You have to think. You have to think logic. You can't just have this. Like I said, you can't have this fairy tale world. So
right.
some people have insecurities, and sometimes I'm insecure, sometimes she insecure, but real life is real life. That's all.
And I'm gonna speak on that for 1 second. Truth is, regardless, a lot of women think that they got this perfect man, and a
Yeah,
lot of men think that they got this perfect
perfect
woman.
woman. Mm-mm.
But
No.
reality is everybody steps out. I do not care. There
Yeah.
are times when men want to still feel attractive. There are
Hmm.
times when women want to still feel attractive. There are times when they want that extra attention that's not given in a
Giving it
relationship.
at home. Yeah, that's for real.
Yep. Yep. And
Yeah.
so whether if you know it or not, these people are doing things. I don't care if it's smiling in somebody's face. I
Yeah.
don't care if it's just a phone call and they said as a friend. They are doing something outside of you.
That
And that's
that's
real.
bound to happen. And like if my old lady cheat on me, like the top half can go. Like the part that calls Parliament talk shit, that part can go. I'm just clean the bottom part out with Fabuloso, put a North form in there. We good.
Uh-huh. You
That's
silly.
the,
I'm just saying, like, I'm just
but
like,
no, that's the truth though. That's the truth.
he done hit me with the shenanigans like left and right, y'all, to the point that I'm just numb to it, you know. But
Oh man.
that's the reality of things. So, in other
Mhm.
words, it doesn't bother you if she have a conversation with another guy. Y'all
No,
just have
because
to.
but see that's where it gets tricky at. See, like a lot of other people are being insecure, like, why you talking to my girl? But if nobody didn't try to talk to your significant other, that means you got something bad. That
Yeah,
means she ain't attractive or nothing like that. She
yeah.
fine, I'm fine. Somebody gonna want to do us. So it
I
comes
didn't
with
know you
not.
was fine. I thought you was handsome, but you got a little something back there we don't know about.
Come on
You
now,
know,
man. Come on, man. Come on now. Hold on. I need to get the light on this. You hear me? Like, come on, man. Look at me. Right now, I got this hat on because my hair ain't cut. But when I take it off and I get a haircut, nobody can't
listen.
tell me nothing. I got
I was
muscles too.
saying that I was saying that in reference to the fact that like you hear the word fine
Hmm.
mostly intended towards women,
Yeah.
and the appropriate way for men is handsome. So when you hear a man say I'm fine, I'll be like, oh, so you got a little donkey donk back there, something
No,
on
yeah,
the
no, 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 no. You tripping now? No, you tripping now? No, yeah, no. Well, you trying to get Diddy on me? I see what you trying to
yeah.
do now.
Okay, y'all.
Oh,
So
man.
when we come back from this break, we're gonna talk about a few more things and we're gonna wrap up the interview. Thank y'all so much for tuning in with your girl DJ Pressure. We'll be right back.
I made a vice, not a big bad way represent DJ Pressure. Felicia's Madcap. Felicia's Madcap. DJ Pressure. DJ Pressure, everything hot. DJ Pressure, everything hot. Pressure, pressure, pressure. DJ Pressure, everything hot. New music I play non-stop when Pressure I play exclusive I drop when Pressure I play she a shell down that beat. Can get man up fire blaze non-stop. Madcap turn up, the whole place rock. Madcap turn up, the whole place erupt. You know we represent for DJ Pressure.
College Sharp Payment Slim, I'm bored. Can you give me something to do?
All right, I got this song that I'm working on. Now I want you to try to sing on it.
Okay.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when my pockets on the dot and they slim. For my caravan gas money spent, we'll have a whole bunch of bitches jumping ship.
Hold on. Ain't that from Hustle and Flow?
Hell no, I ain't no hustle and flow.
Okay.
That's not that for me.
Okay.
Try that out.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when my pocket.
Push that shit out.
Okay.
Come on.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when my pocket's on the dime. What? Did I fuck up?
Hey guys, I am your girl DJ Pressure. This is Felicia's Madcap Podcast. We're making a difference, can apply pressure, and make sure you guys are tuning in on all social media platforms. So now that we're wrapping up your interview, please tell me a little bit about all of the things that you're hoping to change as an individual yourself in the comedian world. Like, is there some things that you would like to see change, or some things
Um,
that
um,
kind of go against your grind?
um, Not really, because I feel like the game is going to stay the same. It's going to be new people that come up, and the older people going to, it's going to be a cycle of
Uh-huh.
comedians that come up and that go away. And
Mhm.
the main thing that I want to do, as far as like me being a comedian that came from Augusta, Georgia, I'm trying to be that one to say, hey, he made it. He the one who, put the city on his back as far as like in that world. Because it's not really many, like I told you earlier, it ain't that many people here that then actually made it.
Maybe. Yeah.
Unless you say the name James Brown. When you say James Brown, or when you say Augusta, Georgia, you think about James Brown, you think about the Masters. Um, as far as like the underground urban life or black life here, it ain't really too many people here. You got TK as a rapper, he made it. Um, it ain't too many other people that you can actually say hit that plateau of stardom.
Now, are you active in your community?
What you mean by that? Like as far as
Like,
like
are you
passing out.
doing some things to kind of help the youth, or
Um,
volunteering, or giving
I,
back?
like helping the youth. Yeah, I help the youth. I help my kids. Because I got a bunch of them. So that's as far as like helping the youth. I got enough of them to help. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like I
got
don't
your
want.
own. You got your own
I
soccer team.
I don't think I need to go help me. But as far as like other kids, like my cousins and stuff like that, I just motivate them and tell them just whatever they want to do, they can do it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna give the people another shout out on how they can follow you and how they can
hmm
book you, and
Yeah.
wrap it up from there.
Okay. Follow me on every social media platform, comedian EJ Rogers. If you want to book me, hit Selena Crawford, hit Joker's Comedy on the Move, or my email, comedian EJ I'm sorry, comedian EJ Rogers at gmail.com. My social media, EJ Rogers, every single last one on. And from there, that's where you can find me at.
Well, I just want to tell you that it's been an honor to have you on the platform. Ever
hmm
since I started watching your skits, I've been a real fan of yours. So I want to continue to support you. And I look forward to the new skits that you got coming out. And hopefully we'll get to work together on another level
Okay.
pretty soon. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is your girl DJ Pressure with comedian EJ Rogers. We love y'all. See y'all later.
I made a vice, not a big bad way representing DJ Pressure. Felicia's Madcap. Felicia's Madcap. DJ Pressure. DJ Pressure, everything hot. DJ Pressure, everything hot. Pressure, pressure, pressure.